we are closing out February and rolling into March, and I do have a couple of recommendations or some reviews, as it were, for some of the things I read in February. I do apologize for not getting these out earlier. I've been fighting a flu that apparently has been going around and has just kicked me down. So, right after we read our book of the month, it took a little bit for me to get into reading some other things because of just what we read in February. So without further ado, I have 3 new books to either read or stay away from. The first is, please don't judge me, it's called Cowgirl Omega. What is this? This is a cowboy set Omegaverse read. It is part of the Occurrence series. There are 2 books in this series. It follows a female rancher who, due to some kind of occurrence that happened many years before, went from human to an Omega, and she's been hiding in secret. It is a harem read. It has 3 alpha male main characters that become the love interests. What did I give this? Well, you can find this on KU, that is Kindle Unlimited. I got it and finished it and then gave it back very quickly. I actually did not give this a lot of stars. It is sitting at a 4.3 with 624 ratings. That's a 4.0 on Goodreads. I actually gave this a 2-star. I would not recommend it. And if you have listened to our podcast for quite a while, you know that anything that we give at least 3 stars, we would recommend as just at least a pastime read. Don't even bother with this. The story is tenuous at best. The scenes are absolutely ridiculous. And everything just felt very rushed. It's not a very long book. It was 323 pages. It felt a lot shorter. Everything was very, very quick. It was very hard to get into to begin with. I think I took 2 weeks to read this. That's saying something for only 323 pages. So the author is Lizzie Bequin. I do not recommend this. Again, 2 stars for Cowgirl Omega, a Western sci-fi harem read. Next on my list of things that I was able to finally get to and finish, I read Use Me Daddy by Sarah Fields. That's Sara Fields. It is part of the Boston Kings series. There are apparently 7 books. This is the only one I read. It is a dark Russian mafia romance. Yeah, we get into kinky reads quite a bit on this channel, and this I thought was going to tick some boxes. I don't think it actually did what it intended to do. But, I tried to give it a chance, and I gave this one 2.5 stars. It wasn't exactly what I was looking for. In fact, if I remember correctly, the story just kind of petered out halfway through. It didn't... Yeah, there's nothing I can really say about it. I don't even remember most of what I read. I remember the characters, but I don't remember anything in this book. I read it just to finish it, kind of thing. So that is Use Me Daddy by Sarah Fields. It is available on KU. It is 331 pages long. I read it and I don't remember it. I do not recommend. Our last book for this short, which is incredibly short, and I hope you guys don't mind that, was Rouge by Greer Rivers. Okay, so this is also a Kindle Unlimited book. It is a dark billionaire romance. And the only thing that I really can say is that the Rouge it's like, this story is about a secret society, and there's a lot of conspiracy in it, and it's not very good. It's not very good at all. It has a 4.0 on Goodreads with 6,653 ratings. It's a 4.3 on Kindle with 2,949 ratings. And I just don't understand why. Greer Rivers tried to write something that at first sounded intriguing. I read the synopsis that was available on Kindle, and I was like, okay, they have these ideals for this secret society. It's like if the mafia had a shadowy Overwatch kind of thing going on. And it sounded really, really cool in the synopsis. And then I started getting into it, and it just fell apart like wet newspaper. It's supposed to be set in contemporary Las Vegas. It's supposed to have like these Romeo and Juliet vibes in it. And instead, it's a power struggle thing that absolutely is as clear as mud. Like, I saw through what was going on the minute I got into like chapter 2. Everything becomes crystal clear, and yet everybody involved in this story can't see the very evident tells of what is happening in this grand twisty-esque story. Like, it's not very deep. It's not very good. I give this, compared to everybody else's rating, I give this 2 stars. I would not recommend this, and if you unfortunately bought this book, hopefully it's within your return window. Send it back. Don't waste your time. It says it's a best of book talk. It's really not. That is Rouge, a dark billionaire romance, part of the Tattered Curtain series. There are apparently 3 books in this series. They're all standalone. It's not very good, guys. There are a lot of trigger warnings, but I wouldn't waste my time at all. Those 3 books are the ones that I have recommended for, or not recommended in this case, for this first week of March. If you like our podcast and would like to add your own voice into our monthly and weekly recommendations, please join us on Discord and let us know that you'd like to be part of our co-host pool. If not, we will be back with 3 more recommendations, or unrecommendations as it were, this week, and we'd like to hear what you think. So give us a comment, a share, a subscribe. Just let us know what you think about the podcast. Pretty Little Death is recorded by the Bestie and the Critic, edited by the Critic, graphics done by the Bestie. All opinions are original and in no way are paid by the author.